Pala freaking Tier, ladies and gentlemen. Up 17% in pre-market as we speak. It might go down. Don't go crazy, but we're looking at a 17%, and we're looking at a beat across the border. Top line, bottom line, sideline, guidance. Everything is a beat. They nailed the conference call. Alex was on point. Sham was on point. The team was on point. It was tight. It was short. Beautiful. Beautiful execution on the call, on the presentation, and most importantly, on the execution. The fundamentals. You want to say that we're better than everybody else, like they've been saying for the past few years? Execute. And today, they have. And execute they have, ladies and gentlemen. A total blowout quarter. Absolute insanity. Let's go over the main stuff, the highlights. There's going to be some YouTubers going to be diving deep into every little nook and cranny looking for numbers. Screw them. Let's talk about the important stuff. Let's not data mine here, okay? Let's go. So first of all, take into account that today's rout might be fueled by the fact that treasury yields are actually falling. And that's okay. The Fed probably stopped with the hikes, at least for the foreseeable future, and probably forever. So you're going to see stocks run up on that news. That's normal, and that's a lot of macro that is kind of baked into this Palantir run. So it's not all Palantir. Relax. Number two, this is not a good day to FOMO into Palantir after it spikes 17%. If you buy Palantir at 17% spike today, there's a good chance that over the course of the next month, you probably are going to have to take a loss on this. You don't want to always get in when the stock spikes like that. Be patient, relax. If you want to invest in Palantir, if you're now excited about Palantir, slow and steady. Dollar cost average, slow and steady every single month. Don't rush into it. We have a whole playbook on how to do this the right way to lower your average. It's on my Patreon, patreon.com/Tom Nash. We've been teaching this for the past 3 years, and our members have got in at various points, and they all have very low averages because of this system. Now, I'm going to put the link in the description and in the pinned comment. You're more than welcome to join the Academy. We have a couple of spots left, and that's it. Now, let's talk about Palantir. Fundamentals, check. Product, check. Management, check. Price action, who cares? Might go up, might go down. I haven't sold when it was 40. I haven't sold when it was 6. And I'm not touching the stock until it gets to $500 per share. I've said it 3 years ago, and I'm saying this today. Nothing has changed. Some people are a little bit bandwagonish on this. I don't care. I do not trade this stock. Now, $3.3 billion of money in the bank. Check. $0 debt. Check. Beautiful. Q3 beat, top, bottom, side. Check. Guidance beat. Check. Revenue grew 17% year over year. Check. Somebody were talking about slowdown in revenue growth. They got shut up today. The guidance raised to $2.2 billion in 2023. Check. 4th consecutive quarter of GAAP profitability. GAAP means generally accepted accounting principles. 4 consecutive quarter of GAAP profitability. Check. S&P 500 inclusion. 99%. Check. NHS contract, who knows? I have no idea. $480 million. This is their revenue for Q3 of last year. This quarter, they went up to $560 million, and they're guiding for $600 million in Q4. That's incredible. That's incredible. Now, U.S. commercial growth, 33%. This is the only market they care about. And he said it on the call. Karp said it. We're focusing on the U.S. commercial market. This is where the big money is. It's not in Europe. It's not in China. It's the U.S. commercial market. 33% growth. Customer count growth on the U.S. commercial side, 37%. Gosh. So they grew customer count on U.S. commercial by 37%. They've launched AIP 5 months ago. They already have 300 clients in 5 months. Top 20 clients pay $54 million a year on average. Name me a company that has these numbers. And listen to Alex Karp. On the call, he said something really, really important. And I want you to pay attention to the sentence because it's super important. We not only win, we win by setting a standard others simply cannot compete with. Reminds me of Tesla, actually, when you think about it, but that's a whole different video. Now, if you're a long-term investor in Palantir, and if you've been investing with us from the start, you can be very proud today, for sure. But a few caveats before you go off and celebrate and, put yourself in a bathtub full of whiskey for the next 4 hours. Hang on a second. Hang on. Listen to me carefully. Tom is going to take care of you. Do not FOMO into this stock. Never, ever FOMO into the stock. Definitely not after it spiked 17%. Slow dollar cost average. Slow and steady. Ignore the price action. Do not FOMO. You'll thank me later. Number 2, do not prematurely celebrate as if Palantir just fucking arrived. They haven't. We have a long journey to go. We're going to 500 per pop. 500 per share. Still a long ways away. It's going to be a bumpy road. There's going to be times where we're going to cry and bleed. And there's going to be times when we're going to celebrate, like today. But do not prematurely celebrate. This is one battle. This isn't the war yet. And talking about war, I want to say a few things about Alex Karp, about Palantir, about the culture in that company. The only company in the world that took out a whole ad and said, "We stand with Israel, point blank, period," was Palantir. And today on the call, Alex Karp reiterated that. And he said, "We stand with Israel. There's no two ways about it. When the country is being attacked by a terrorist organization, there's no false equivalency. There's no justifications. There's no wait, but there's nothing. Only justice. Only peace. You cannot make peace with people who want to destroy you." I'm glad to see there's a few voices of reason in this universe, and Palantir is one of them. And I mean this with the absolute love to my Muslim brothers. We have no beef between Christians, Jews, Muslims, Hindus, or whatever religion. This is beyond religion. This is beyond borders. This is a terrorist organization that should not exist, and every member of it must be taken out. Has nothing to do with Israel or religion. And I'm glad that Palantir gets it. Yesterday, I saw Tim Kennedy on the Joe Rogan show get it. By the way, if you have a chance, I'm trying to get Tim Kennedy to come and interview on the channel. There's no way for me to get in touch with him. If you can spam him, please, on Twitter or X. Sorry, Tim Kennedy MMA. Please, I would love to interview him. He is spot on this point as well. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the support. We're sending our love and prayer energy to Israel and its fight in terrorism. Thank you, Palantir, for a beautiful quarter. If you're bothered by my comments about Israel and the war, suck a lemon. I'll see you in the next video.